We love Waterford. We are WLR.
So after a big win over Dublin last weekend, the Waterford Camogie team will travel to Páirc Uí Rinn on Saturday evening to decide who finishes top of Group 2. And to tell us all about it, delighted to be joined the line by Daoise boss Derek Lyons. And Derek, you beat Dublin 2-17 to 9 points last week to book your place in the All-Ireland quarter-finals. Was that your best performance of the season?
Yeah, definitely, Tomas, by a long shot. I think in fairness, over the last number of weeks since we finished the league campaign, we focused a lot of efforts on things we needed to improve on, and made a lot of strides there in training and a couple of challenge games. And yeah, so it all finally clicked together. I mean, it wasn't through lack of effort early doors in the season. Just we just needed to get everything right and make a few changes and things to the team and get things set up differently. And it's finally starting to gel. And yeah, definitely, it all came to fruition above in Parnell Park last Saturday against what was a well-fancied Dublin team, I suppose, at home.
And Bet Carton got 10 points, Derek, 5 frees, 5 from play. Did she really lead from the front?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Look, I mean, in fairness, I would have said this before, there's a number of girls in this squad that are really leaders, and Bet being one of many there. But yeah, I think probably her finest game this year, without a doubt, really on song. And, I suppose maybe in her own head she has a point to prove from the last day against Dublin, certainly not from our perspective, but she certainly proved that last Saturday, along with a number of players that, I think collectively as a team performance, I'm not one for singling out individuals, but I think it was, when I would have said this to the girls afterwards, it's probably one of their best team performances for a number of years, in terms of honesty and effort and endeavour and skill and tenacity and following the systems and things. So yeah, look, it's onwards and upwards now, up to Cork next weekend.
That's great to hear. And I suppose the only downer, Derek, was that Siobhán Harney was stretchered off in the 10th minute with a knee injury. What's the latest on her?
So not good, Tomas. Unfortunately, Siobhán is after doing her cruciate, and she is, that's the big downer from the weekend when it was all positives. It was certainly overshadowed after the game with obviously when in the next day or two when we got the news on how bad it was. So the prognosis is not good. She's facing cruciate surgery. So and look, we all know how important players Siobhán is to the squad, and it was never so evidenced in the game against Down at Welsh Park, where she managed to hold who I think is one of the best forwards in the country in Niamh Mallon to a couple of points to play, and certainly was the springboard for our narrow victory against Down on the day. And had she not performed as well, who knows where we'd be now. So look, I can't overstate how big a loss she is to us going forward. But look, Siobhán being Siobhán, she's going to stay involved and she's going to work with the team, and she'll be there to help out. But yeah, look, it is the big downer on what was otherwise a fantastic day for Waterford Camogie.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate, Derek, and we send out our best wishes to Siobhán to make a speedy recovery. But you're very keen to keep her part and parcel of the Waterford squad.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I mean, we all stand together. Look, she's, as I said, we know the importance of her, and she's still a young girl, and has a great future in Camogie going forward. And look, it's an operation that's become very common now. It's an injury that at least seems to become very common, and particularly this year, along with quad injuries for whatever reason. Maybe it's the lack of a prolonged pre-season, but Siobhán is a girl that really looks after herself, and she had only come back from a back injury, back spasms, in fairness to the girl, and look, was making her return to play. So she played first game against Tipperary in the league, but I think she missed a number of games through injury, so she's been really unfortunate this year. And look, as I said, she's a girl that will take to the rehab on the cruise ship better than most people, and she's very determined, and we'll be there to help her. And yes, I suppose to go back to your point, she is an integral part of the squad and will remain that going forward.
That's good to hear, Derek. And looking ahead to this game now on Saturday evening, you shipped a heavy defeat to Cork in the league at Welsh Park, but do you feel you're in a better place now this time around to face the Rebels?
Yeah, I think so, Tomas. Look, I mean, it'll all come to light this weekend. It is a table topper match now, and at the end of the day, and if we measure ourselves against the performances against Dublin and Cork's performance against Dublin, the actual score differences in both those games was identical. So look, I mean, we're going up there, as I said, part of our process has always been to monitor, to measure ourselves against our own performance and systems, and we've been doing that, and it hasn't faltered in games where we lost matches. We were trying to develop a system. It's starting to come together. It'll be an opportunity on Saturday, a sort of a free shot, even though we don't want to go up there to perform. We want to go up and win this match and top the group and give ourselves a better chance of progressing onwards and upwards. But yeah, look, the other part of it is about a performance. and it's about learnings and see where we can tweak things to be better again when it comes to the quarterfinal game. That's the crucial game here, like the quarterfinal game. It was always about that quarterfinal game and see can we do something that hasn't been done with the girls for a previous number of years, and that's where we were building from the start of the year. We're in that situation now, and whatever we can take out of this Cork game, if it comes with a victory, great. If it doesn't, it must come with learnings and improvements that we can bring to the quarterfinal game.
Well, Daoise Camogie boss Derek Lyons, thanks so much for your time today, and all the best on Saturday against Cork.
Thanks, Tomas. Mind stuff.
Lorna Porca with Tomas McCarthy on WLR.